Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It does not become easily angered. And it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails. Love, it always wins. I am Kuan Yin, and this is love of the highest vibration. Gary Spencer Moore. Protection. My uncle, stop sending people to my house to kill me. Just stop, okay? Here in the East African country I'm in, stop paying people, including Shaquana Denson and Francis Severin Fozo, to come to my house and kill me. You sent somebody last night. Just do what the court said. All right. So, collective, I'm going to give you what I'm getting here, but I want to share something with you really quick. My family isolated me and tried to sacrifice me. And they started out, this happened over the series of 20 years or longer. My family isolated me because they didn't want me to know what they were into. They didn't want me to learn anything about the tools that the spiritual tools they would use against me later on. Okay. And as of lately, I never learned anything. I never learned anything about the Orishas. Okay. No one ever taught me anything about that. I've never really studied it or anything. But all of a sudden, all these things started popping up about Elegua. Okay. After all these videos started coming toward me. And then I listened to something that resonated with me. And then I started having these weird dreams. Okay. And I'm going to tell you what happened. So, and it kind of shocked me because I grew up in Christianity. I was guided to figure out how to make an altar of Elegua, because that's what came through, trickster. And I am the Joker. The Joker is red and black, right? And when I looked up Elegua, it said Elegua, Eshua Elegua is the trickster spirit, right? And I went and got a beautiful, shiny red cloth, similar to this, but red. And I laid it out, mask, and I painted it red and black. I put a toy on there, a candle, and a few other items. I didn't put the rum and cigar on there yet, okay, until today. But when I did this yesterday, when I went to bed, I didn't even finish the altar yet. I put some candy around the mask. I didn't even finish the altar yet. I didn't ask for nothing. I didn't meditate. I didn't do anything. But when I went to bed, I ended up in the dream world and a little kid popped up. A child ran up to me like a mother when she's picking up her child from daycare and they're excited to see you. But this child was nonverbal. This child was nonverbal. It ran up to me like it was so happy to see me, and started running along beside me in what looked like a church or an office building that had many offices. And as I passed each office had a gift bag sitting on the floor in front of it with candy in it. And the child was communicating with me telepathically. We're going to get the candy out of each one of these bags. And as I started going to snatch the candy out of each bag, the bag disappeared. So I walked to the next door. The bag with the candy, it disappeared. And I kept on walking in another direction until it led me through a door. And the child pointed through the door and walked with me, pointing, jumping up and down. And it led me to a land and a property where there were 3 buildings. And it took me all around the property and they showed me 3 specific buildings of this property, the inside and the out. And I was walking around viewing and looking at the property. Okay. And I thought that was so interesting. I've never experienced anything like that before, but it was just so interesting. This little child, and I don't know why this child, the child was white, but not like European white. The child was like an albino or something. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but this was like an albino child that ran up to me. And it was literally getting me, like we were going trick or treating. It was taking me from door to door to door, trying to hurry up and grab the candy out of a gift bag, out of all these gift bags that were lined up, but it had me going in the direction of a door. And every time I reached down to get the candy, the bag disappeared. So I went to the next one until I made it through the door. Okay. So, interestingly enough, today, I was guided to go back out and to get rum and a cigar for the altar. So I got it and another candle and I put it on there. And when I placed the rum on the altar, they told me take a sip. So I took a sip of the rum, and no sooner than it touched my lips, it forced me to spit it out and spray. It sprayed all over the altar. Okay. Whatever it was, it sprayed out my mouth all over the altar. And after that, that was it. Now I'm here to do the reading. But I just thought that was the most interesting thing because my family, they tried so hard to isolate me and to block me off from everything and anything so that they could hurry up and sacrifice and get rid of me. But it seems like something is still coming towards me and something is still finding me. Okay. Or that's for somebody in my collective to tell you something about some property where there are three separate buildings on one plot of land. Okay. This message could be for somebody else, but they took me, the child led me outside to some land that had three separate buildings on it. Okay. So whoever that might be for somebody else, but whatever it is, that's what happened. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the energy and see exactly what is going on here. But I know one thing I do know, you cannot redirect and change someone's destiny. Okay. You can't hide them from it. You cannot block them from it. Anything that is meant for anybody, especially when it has to do with their spiritual ranking, if you try to block them from it, it's going to come toward them. It's going to find a way. It's going to find its way to you no matter what. If you're in alignment and operating out of your North Node, it's going to find you, whatever it is. Okay. And that could be any spiritual system or whatever. So let me go ahead and see what the messages are. So what I heard was there is some kind of Typhonian drama that's playing out in your family. And that would be like the Titans versus the Greek gods. Okay. If you're familiar with Greek mythology, you had Zeus, Hera, and all the other characters in Greek mythology. Their parents were Typhonians. They were the Titans, and it was a thing where the children they wanted their inheritance immediately, right then and right there. They wanted to take, like the prodigal child in the Bible, they wanted to get their inheritance early so that they could go out and foolishly squander it, but they didn't have the wisdom. And in Greek mythology, what Zeus and the others did to the parents, the Titans, was they swallowed and they ate them up. They swallowed the parents, ate them up, and bound them. And instead, they took over the show. Okay. They took over the show and ran amok. Now, in your family, whoever you are the most spiritually powerful one. And the reason you hold all the spiritual power in your family is because you're a matriarch and you're an older soul than the rest of them. But the children in your family, these are people that are older than you, but their souls are younger. They wanted to see if they could plot to overthrow you at a very young age so that they could steal your spiritual inheritance and lock you away, and literally, instead of using the wisdom of the matriarch to restore balance to your bloodline, they wanted to go squander your spiritual power and abilities on foolishness, on selfishness, on self-indulgence, being of service to no one but themselves. So they tried to spiritually bind you in such a way that they'd be able to use you as a human battery. And they thought that if they got to you in time, and like Sudahana, Siddhartha the Buddha's dad, if they controlled your environment and controlled what you were exposed to, maybe they tried to indoctrinate you into European forms of Christianity. They thought if they indoctrinated you at a young enough age and traumatized you on top of that, that you would be ever in the Christian version, the Europeanized slavery, chattel slavery version of Christianity, you'd stay in the energy of turning the other cheek and allowing them to do whatever they were doing. And you would think that you were meant to suffer, and you would suffer with gratitude your entire life, which is not a healed person. That's a person with an overactive chakra that does not know their self-worth, that thinks that they're here to be a doormat and to be used by everyone, when you're actually here to rule over everybody. Because the older people in your family, which are children to you, okay, the older people in your family are children, okay, they're bad children. They are souls that did not do any shadow work, that wanted to bind you spiritually and use you as a battery, use your spiritual ranking. And they thought if they could bind you at a young enough age, they'd be able to run amok and act a fool. Okay. But regardless of how early they plan this overthrow, it's over and done with. Their time is up. They were only allotted a certain amount of time to run amok and act a whole monkey. And now it's over. The parents are back in charge. The parents are back in charge. Okay? So let's go ahead and jump into this message. Good morning and happy Easter, everybody. Let's go. What are the messages? Oh my God. Yo, Sudahana is the first card out. Sudahana is Siddhartha's dad, the narcissist, okay, that wanted to control his son's destiny by using his money and influence and power to control his environment, okay? So we're going to put him right here, okay? Sudahana. So this is representing the children that are older than you in your family dynamic that tried to, they knew who you were, and they thought, no, we're going to let the kids take over. Yeah, we're going to make it into Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, we're going to run the family like it's a Chuck E. Cheese, with no wisdom, no kind of foresight at all. And we're going to squander everything. And then we're going to cry like a baby because when inflation hits and when everything goes bad in the world and we've squandered all of the wealth that you were supposed to manifest using your wisdom and foresight and your spiritual ranking, they were going to squander all the wealth. And then when they got to crying, because just like babies, they squandered it foolishly, and now nobody has nothing in the family, they were going to try to find a way to redeem themselves with you, whoever you are. Okay, so I can't make it up. The 8 of double positives. As you can see, this is a conch. It looks like a seashell. If you remember in the movie The 10 Commandments with Charleston Heston, they blew, was it Joshua or Moses? He blew one of these because it was meant for everybody to hear it at a distance, because it was to give the messages and the signal of what the leader was going to instruct everyone to do. Pack your things. We're about to leave Egypt. You understand? So your voice was meant to echo out. You are the voice of reason in your family. Okay? Whoever you are, you're the voice of reason in your family. Okay? But these people try to overthrow you just that they could be the children that they are, and run amok. Self-indulgence. Don't save anything. Squander everything, like a bunch of fools. No foresight about the future. No intuition. The peacock. The peacock represents transformation because the peacock lives off of a diet of poisonous snakes and other poisonous items that when it's consumed, it alchemizes into a chemical that creates the beautiful colors and patterns in its beautiful tail. You are a creature of transformation. The universe and God was already aware of what these goofies in your family was going to do. So they utilized the years that they took from you to allow you to go through the transformation that you needed to complete your self-mastery, because that's something that needed to happen anyway. So all things work together for your highest good, for the highest good of those that abide in their north node in the vibration of love. Okay, yeah, I'm writing my own Bible here. I know the scripture says all things work together for good for them that love the Lord, but basically what it was saying, I'm going to paraphrase, is all things work together for good, both good and bad things in your life that happen for those in their north node that vibrate in the highest vibration of love. Okay, that's basically what it's saying. Okay, and now what I have, oh my God, it's another peacock here. Amitabha, the Buddha of lotuses, but it's in reverse. Okay, so there could be somebody where they have an aspect where they may not have gone through a transformation quite yet. We're going to find out who that is. So we have a controlling person here, Sudahana, Siddhartha's dad, or several controlling people that came together, like a group of idiots. Okay, there might be like a group of idiots that all came together with a plan, like children that wanted to turn the house into Chuck E. Cheese. They wanted to go to the grocery store and they broke into their mama purse and stole her food stamps and went to the store. And instead of getting food, they went and got a whole bunch of candy and spent the rest at the arcade back in the 80s. Instead, they bought a whole bunch of milk and cookies. They bought a whole bunch of milk, cookies, and ice cream instead of buying any food. Okay? Literally. All right, what are the messages? Holy Divine Spirit, what are the messages? What are the messages this beautiful Monday morning? Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. Child, that was so wild. For those of you that are just coming into the reading, I was just telling Collective that I spread out an altar for Elegua, right? And I already told you how my family isolated me, so I wouldn't know anything about anything at all whatsoever. And I had not even done anything with it. All I did was put a red and black mask and a few pieces of candy. And I planned on finishing it today. But that thing came to life just as soon as I swear to you, I swear for God, as soon as I put those things on the red cloth that I bought, it literally came to life. I was in a dream and I had a child running beside me that was nonverbal, and it kept pointing and had me chasing these gift bags that had candy inside of them. And every time I reached for the piece of candy, it disappeared. And it was almost like a game or something. And I followed those bags as they disappeared straight through a door. And the child was pointing. It was a child jumping up and down and pointing and pulling at my skirt. And when I walked through the door, I ended up outside on a large property that had 3 structures on it, 3 buildings. Child, that altar came to life on me. And I didn't even finish it yet. I ain't even do nothing. All I did was put the stuff on there. I didn't do nothing. Child. What are the messages? This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning. What are the messages? I saw it. Turn over. Okay. What are the messages? All right. One fell on the floor. Okay, authority in the reverse, prosperity in the reverse, compassion in the reverse. And then I have allowance. Somebody has lost their authority, or they never had it. They were under the illusion that they had some authority. Or the wrong person. The wrong person was placed in a seat of authority. Authority in reverse. Prosperity in reverse. See, when you have the wrong person sitting in a seat of authority that lacks wisdom and foresight, prosperity is going to end up in the reverse in the long run for everybody. Yeah, you might be able to make something happen immediately, fast money. Okay, you get it fast, you lose it fast, but it's not long-term money. It's not long-term prosperity and abundance. The reason is the person that was given a false seat of authority that didn't belong there, they lack compassion. Compassion in reverse. Somebody allowed somebody to be in a seat of authority, and the reason is because of their own self-greed and self-interest. Because they knew if they could push the right person, their person, up into authority, someone that they could use like a puppet, they would get what they wanted personally. Their own personal needs were met. You understand? So it's kind of like, say you got the president of a country, okay? Say you got two candidates, but there's somebody that only wants to be able to get a Bentley for them, their wife, their girlfriends, and people in their family and friends, and want to live the good life while everyone else lives in poverty. So this person, they do something to get the president that will do what's best for the collective, what's best for the group, what's best for everybody, so everybody can live a healthy life and have healthy, strong communities. But the one person pushes the greedy president up, and the reason they do that is because of their own self-interest, because they know that person's going to serve them and them alone. Okay, it's something like that that has gone on in your family. They put the wrong person into authority, and that's why it's prosperity in reverse, because the person doesn't have any compassion for anyone, okay, at all, and allowance. Okay, what is the QUAN Oracle card for this read? I heard time is up for somebody. So time is up for somebody. It's over. Something is over. And time is up for somebody. Okay. That's what they want me to tell somebody. They're saying time is up. Nobody, people can delay you. People can delay you from your past, from your inheritance. People can delay you from things that are meant for you, but they can never stop it or cut it off completely. Anything that's meant for you is going to eventually find its way to you, no matter what. Okay? No matter what. You said coconuts? All right, hallelujah, empanadas. Coconuts and honey. Oh, you didn't say honey. Pineapples. Well, yeah, that's what I did today. I put a pineapple, a big, beautiful pineapple on there with a red candle. I put a pineapple, I put the rum on there and the cigar on there today. And as soon as I put the rum on there, they told me to take a sip of it. And I went ahead and took a sip, and it sprayed out of my mouth all over the altar instantly. The minute it touched my tongue, it sprayed everywhere. These people, they thought they were smart. They thought that they could outsmart the universe. They thought that they could outsmart the ancestors. But there is a rebirth, is what I'm hearing. Let's go. What is the QUAN Oracle card? Turquoise Lotus Mother. An old pattern is finally ending. You are to be lifted from your struggle, freed from a weight of the past. You have learned all that you needed to learn, and now it is time for relief, release, divine protection, and the happiness of a healed heart and a peaceful soul. Turquoise Lotus Mother. All right. All right. What are the messages? Give me a sec. What are the messages? Please channel through me the messages from my ancestors of the highest white light. Allow those messages to come through as in the simplest form possibly put, so as to be understood with perfect clarity, to put whoever needs to know on their highest path for their highest good. Ashe. All right, what are the messages, Holy Divine Spirit? Okay, so somebody could be a water sign here, and something could be someone's complete wish fulfillment with the 10 of Cups. So, oh, wow. Well, actually, this is resonating with the QUAN Oracle card. They just said, release and let go. Your new beginning is here. You're about to get your complete wish fulfillment, and your heart is full. They said you learned all the lessons that you needed to learn. So there you go, wish fulfillment. Okay. What is the obstacle right now, Holy Spirit? So the obstacle is there's somebody that's very childish here, very immature, that thought that they could take something from you. The Empress in the reverse, man or woman, older, distorted, masculine or feminine. The Empress is Libra energy, and they are still in the same energy of gaslighting and trying to emotionally manipulate people to do things that are very childish to you. They haven't accepted that they are defeated. What happened in the recent past, Holy Spirit? What happened in the recent past? You could have partnered up with somebody. Okay. Right. What happened in the recent past? Mama's home. That's what I heard. Mama's home now. Oh, and y'all gonna get an ass whooping. That's what I just heard. What I literally just heard, literally, is Mama is home. Y'all know what that means. Okay. I don't care what culture you from. You know what Mama's home means. Mama's home means that I told y'all when I got back home, this house better be clean. The dishes better be washed. The trash better be taken out. And your room better be clean. And your homework better be done. All of y'all. Or I'm going to whoop your ass. If I come home and chores are not done and this house ain't running like it's supposed to, I'm going to start from the oldest on down. And everybody getting the ass whooping. And I'm going to start with the oldest. Because you in charge. I know you don't got that much sense, but you should have known better. Mama's home means you are the matriarch, whoever you are, and you back. Okay, it's giving Sophia here now. Sophia here now. Woo, Sophia here now. That's the energy I'm getting here. All right, so let's see. So somebody could be a Gemini, a mother figure that is drowning in their emotions right now. Okay. I have the Queen of Cups, I have the Lovers, and I have the Ace of Cups. Somebody might be drowning in their emotions. Okay. Okay. I have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, Gemini energy here. Somebody might have tried to wear mama's shoes, but she couldn't fit mama's shoes. And she tried to get into a position that she didn't qualify for spiritually. She didn't have enough compassion in her heart. She was too unhealed. She didn't have enough foresight and wisdom. She didn't have the structure and the discipline to control her sexual energy. She didn't know how to run anything. She was fronting, is what I'm getting. Pretending, masquerading around to be something she wasn't, to be you. Somebody was masquerading around with a mask on, pretending to be you. Maybe they tried to dress in such a way to embody your energy, but they don't have your wisdom. That's the thing. Okay. Tell me more. Oh. Somebody, I'm getting embarrassment with that Nine of Swords. Somebody feels embarrassed that was imitating mama. They put on mama's jewelry. They put on mama's clothes. They put on mama's high heel shoes, her makeup and everything, and looked a hot mess, made a big mess in the house. But everybody knows that they're not mama because they don't have no life experience at all whatsoever. All right. They ain't been through nothing. They know nothing about running a household. Okay. And now they're sad because they caught. What else, Holy Spirit? Tell me more. Give me another card about this person. There could be a Leo here that might have tried to jump the gun and do a little bit too much here with a Queen of Pentacles. So what I'm hearing is just like an occultist spiritual mob, okay, like in one of those old-fashioned mobster movies, like not Usual Suspects, Casino, like Casino or The Godfather, or y'all know them old movies where you can be a made person. Somebody might have made a Leo. They might have allowed them and recruited them into a secret society where they would have complete impunity and immunity from the law. They could do whatever they wanted to do, and they would never go to jail. They would have protection. This person could kill and get away with it because of the secret society's protections they were providing them. And it turned out that this Leo that they hired was a crackhead. Whoever this crackhead is that they hired, the person that made them is going to have to take them out now, because at this point they're nothing but a crackhead out here embarrassing everybody, leaving footprints everywhere and doing crackhead things out in the open that probably are ending up in the news. That's on everybody's mouth. Everyone can identify them. They probably have videos and pictures of this goofy. Somebody made somebody, and now they want to unmake them because they're a crackhead. Okay. And an embarrassment, literally. Okay. This person had hired someone in your community or neighborhood to try to do something stupid to you. I'm getting like, it might have been something stupid, like, let's block all the traffic on this narrow two-way street. Let's get into a car and stop everybody from being able to drive up and down the street where only motorcycles could get around or something like that. And they did it, and it was so highly unusual. Whatever it is they did, it was so highly unusual for your community or whatever that they decided to kick this Leo out of it. Like, we don't want your money no more. I don't know what the crackhead word is in this culture or whatever these people is, but we need your ass out of here because you're making problems for people that work real freaking hard, that don't have time to be playing these goofy joker games with your crackhead ass. We gonna need you to go back to where you came from. Okay. So there's a Leo here that was contracted to hire people in your community to do stuff against you. They did something that was so stupid and outlandish that whatever it is they did, it didn't affect you at all. It didn't block you. It didn't slow you down, but it created obstacles for the people in that community, but it didn't bother you. Whatever they did, it literally had no effect on you at all whatsoever. And that's why they're angry, because they're wondering, what was the point of this? You're going to have to explain to us, get that. We don't give a damn about that cake you bringing over here. We about to shove that cake up your ass. We sick and tired of you. Okay. Literally, whatever you just had us do over here, the person that it was supposed to affect, it did not affect them at all. They at home with their feet up right now, chilling, okay, watching their stories or doing whatever it is they do. But it's a whole bunch of people suffering right now because of your stupidity. And don't nobody make a whole bunch of money like that want to be dealing with this type of foolishness in this community. So a Leo might have gotten kicked out of a community for making problems for the people that live in that community, and not you. Tell me more about the situation right now with the Empress reverse. And somebody don't care. That's why. So the Empress reverse is a Libra, okay, with that justice in reverse. So you got a Libra here that was still trying to get away with something too. Oh God, when will these people just drop dead or okay? And then a father figure here, still trying to create an illusion and get away with something, but you're still not stuck. Yeah, whoever you are, you could be a Queen of Cups, a mother figure, whoever you are, you're still not stuck. It's like the things that they're doing now are not affecting you. They're affecting the people that they're paying to do the things to you. You understand? And their community and their family. They can't touch you with anything. Magic, they can't touch you with obstacles. You don't have any obstacles because you don't come in contact with anyone, period. So all they're doing is frustrating a bunch of people while they're giving them peanuts, cakes, and foolishness, breadcrumbs. And whoever these people are, I'm getting the energy like they're like, look, we have our dignity, okay? We don't need your little peanuts. You can take your ass on. We was okay before you came to this community. We were fine, okay? Yeah, we could, a couple of people wouldn't mind making a little extra money, but this type of stuff, it's more than what we were expected. It's not what we were expecting. We never dealt with anything like this in this community like this before. And now you're creating problems for everybody but the person you're targeting. That's literally what's going on right now. Somebody is in your community creating problems for everybody but the person that they're targeting, literally. Oh my God. What else of this Libra? This Libra, sun, moon, or rising, man or woman, it's a narcissist with the Queen of Swords reversed. This Libra is still trying to avoid a disaster in a tower because they built they sold their soul. They sold their soul for this. You got to understand the weight of this little coven here. This is a coven. This Leo, this Libra, this father figure, Pisces, Aquarius. This is a cult. They belong to a cult. And all of them literally are all in, and they sold their soul for this. They put all of their faith and hope and trust in the devil. Basically, they literally made a pact with demons. Like a demon won't backstab and betray you. Like, I don't care, I'm gonna eat either way. I mean, I knew that. Y'all didn't know that because y'all are so greedy and blinded by your jealousy and envy. I knew y'all were gonna sign up for it. We get y'all every generation and we get y'all every lifetime. See, what you don't understand is I'm a demon, and so I eat off of negative energy. So when you make a deal with me, see, you can go and oppress or try to oppress that person. But if that person you trying to oppress is spiritually protected, me as a demon, I don't care, because I'm going to eat regardless. Whether you're the one suffering or they're the one that's suffering, I'm going to eat. So if it's a backfire and you get cancer or a disease, or you get evicted or lose a child, your pain and suffering, whether it's you or the person you're attacking, I'm going to eat and feed off of it, and I'm going to enjoy it. And if it's you and you made a bad contract, then you're cursed. And your children are going to have the same reprobate mind as you, and they're going to end up with the same results as you. And when you die, I'm just going to go right into your kids, and I'm going to keep this orgy of this meal going, and I'm going to just be eating and laughing and just having a good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for signing on the dotted line. Thank you. Like in Looney Tunes, like in the Looney Tune movie, not movie. Y'all remember Looney Tunes when every time they wanted someone to sell their soul, the devil would appear out of nowhere with a contract with gold, like written in gold. Y'all remember that? There you go. Y'all remember in Looney Tune cartoon where the minute somebody said they needed a new car or a house or they wanted money or anything, suddenly out of nowhere the devil would show up, and he would have a golden contract, and he'd have this big fancy pen and be like, "Hey, yeah, I know Empress High Priestess. You remember them Looney Tune cartoons?" They were talking in real life about these spiritual contracts that people were making where they were selling their souls. And the minute, do you know, the door will open the minute you have a desire where you need it manifested right away. When you want instant gratification, instead of learning the lessons that you need to learn in pursuit of whatever it is that you want, and you want instant gratification, that opens the door to the devil. You say, I want a shortcut. I don't want to learn the lessons. I don't want to go through the trials. I don't want to start at the bottom, working a regular job while I build my dream on the side, so that I could learn the personalities of people at the bottom, learn how to deal with difficult personalities, learn different personality types, get backstabbed and betrayed, and see the character, so that when I finally do reach my goal and destination, I know how to run a company. I know how to spot different types of people and personalities and predict what they may do, because I worked for 15 years in a warehouse, or I worked in retail, or I worked this job for this amount of time. I worked under somebody and had to work with difficult people. You know, those are where the lessons are. You understand? This is where the training ground is, where you learn about supply demand, where things are going to waste, where a company is losing money, how people are stealing from a company and how they do things. This is the lessons you're learning. So by the time you get to the place where you've learned the lessons you needed to learn, regardless of industry or whatever you're doing, you can read people, places, and things because you've been on every level and you got the experience now. So when you build your foundation for your business and your company, it's going to run smoothly because you know who to hire and who not to hire, who's wearing a mask because you know what a mask looks like. You understand? No, you want instant gratification. You want all your money and inheritance right now, like the prodigal child, so you can go out thinking you smart, making decisions, and make bad investments with bad people and lose all your money and come back with your tail between your legs. No, this is instant gratification. So all these people committed themselves to a spiritual contract where they all sold their souls, believing that if they all came together and jumped on top of you, that was their whole plan for retirement, to put their kids through school, to buy their first house and everything. Never mind that NACA is still around, and you can get into a house with no money down. All you got to do is follow the program. And if you run into assholes, just be humble and let them be assholes until you get what you want. Never mind all of the first-time home buyer programs that were out there back in the day. You could have been putting your time and energy into cleaning up your credit. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. I'm just saying, all these years, that these people spent surveillancing you, watching you, trying to bind your finances, trying to block your life, and do all these things. Their ass by now could have went through NACA. They could have went. Y'all know, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. They could have gone through NACA. They didn't have to come out of pocket with no money. They would have put what they were asked to put in the bank. They don't care nothing about your credit score, okay, or your credit history or anything like that. All they ask you to do is show steady employment, and they ask you to put a certain amount of money in the bank, and then you get to keep that money. They just want to see you save it over a period of time. And when you're done, they match you that money, and they pay your down payment and give you 1% below whatever the interest rate is. And then you get into, they help you find a house. And then you got to keep the house for 10 years. You can't sell it. That's it. But after that, if you want to sell that home or use the equity in it and get another one and build from there, you can do that. But no, these dum-dums thought they were going to get new cars, homes. They were going to retire on a beach somewhere and have millions and millions of dollars and live great, all off of you. And they spent the last 15, 20 years of their life stalking, monitoring you, destroying your relationships, bothering you, your children, trying to stop you from making money, trying to bind you. You're like, why are you talking about NACA? I don't know, child. I don't know. I didn't use NACA. I couldn't. By the time I found out about NACA, I had already had my first home when I was 22 years old. So I wish I could have qualified for NACA. In order to qualify for that, you have to not have owned a home within 3 years. And I've always owned a home since I was 22 years old. I've never gone without owning a home since I was 22. Child, bye. So now these people, this is why they don't want to let go and they're holding on. This is the reason why they sitting up here holding on to this, trying to create conflicts for you right now. Now, somebody's got clarity about something, a conflict. What's his 5 of Wands conflict here, Holy Spirit? The 6 of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so somebody that is no longer working with these people. Okay, so there's somebody that could have been working together with these people. This might be a mitba, okay, that's in the reverse up there. That actually might be someone that actually did go through a transformation as a result of coming in contact with you at some point. The Knight of Cups in the reverse, okay? This person might have been operating almost like a double agent at a certain point, okay? Maybe they were supposed to wake up. Maybe several people, because you have to look at things from a 3D perspective, and then you have to look at things from a higher spiritual perspective of what's actually playing out. There are certain people that it was destined for them, even though they started off on the wrong side in the darkness, like all of us started out in the darkness, okay? Because the light can only come from the darkness. But there were some people that it was meant, enigma is what I'm hearing. It was meant for these people upon interfacing and coming in contact with you for them to be presented with a crossroad. Thank you, Spirit. Just like a legba, the crossroads. Whoever you are, it was meant once they came in contact with you for them to be met at a crossroad in their life. And it was supposed to help them. It was supposed to awaken something inside of them that would trigger a transformation. And they would suddenly flip over from the darkness into the light. Okay. And some people may have actually done that, where others are still fighting for their prize in the darkness, ignorantly, without realizing that they're going straight to hell, like their whole life is going straight to hell. So somebody got clarity about what they tried to do. Okay, still, this 5 of Wands. Let's go. Tell me more about the Lovers here. Tell me more about this Lovers energy, please, and thank you. Clarify that Lovers. Okay, so somebody might have partnered up with an Aquarius. Okay, that's heartbroken about a high priestess. Okay, so that lover's energy, this could mean that there's an Aquarius and a Gemini that is heartbroken that you're a high priestess matriarch of your family. Or it could mean that someone partnered up with an Aquarius because they're completely heartbroken that they invested everything in something that they're being forced to let go of, and that the buck stops here. They're not going to be able to move forward in life successfully. Like it's being forced. The children have to sit down now. It's like a thunderstorm outside. Unplug everything and everybody sit in a quiet room and be quiet. Who from the South? Who out here from the South and remember sitting with your grandmama in the living room with everything unplugged during the thunderstorm? Be quiet. Don't play with the Lord. It's a thunderstorm outside. Child. Okay. Somebody can't move forward no more. They have to release something. Okay. And they're heartbroken. All right. Let's pull the energies and see what's going on today. All right. Let's start here. Holy Divine Spirit, with the messages, please and thank you. This is an apology. Ciao. Bye. This is cringe-worthy apology. Mental health facility. So somebody might want to apologize while they're being dragged to a mental health facility, possibly. Maybe somebody's gonna be like dragged off to a mental health facility as they're apologizing. Like the professor. Finally, that was actually funny for once. Because these spiritual gifts come from God. You were born with them. Whoever you are, your spiritual gifts and abilities you were born with. You've never done witchcraft in your life to try to scry, to try to see, to try to have abilities. Anything you have, you were born that way. You're a natural born seer. You never had to do anything to be able to have the gift of sight. You were born with it. You understand? Your gifts came from God. Somebody like the professor in the Da Vinci Code, in the end of the movie, when he was like, "Worship at her feet, worship at her feet." You know where she's buried at, right? You found it, didn't you, Tom Hanks? Didn't? I know you did. Worship at her feet. Tell. While they took his ass away to put him in a loony. Everybody priestess, oh, you seen the Da Vinci Code? You remember that? You remember in the end? Yeah. Empanadas. Yeah. Who's that? Who is that? Stevie Marie. Yeah. I love movies like that. Angels and Demons. Da Vinci Code. I love the Celestine Prophecy that came out over 20 years ago. Very long time ago. I read the books and watched the movies. That's right up my alley. I love that. I love that type of stuff. I love it. Especially the Celestine Prophecy. And then I think, was it the 9th Insight or the 11th Insight that came out after that? Child, those are my movies, child. Oh, for real? Okay, Janet Judd, I'll check it out. All right. Yeah, somebody might be about to be dragged to a mental health facility. And it's about the fact that they were mad because you were born with your spiritual gifts and abilities. And one of them is foresight, but it's not. What's foresight without wisdom? What is foresight without wisdom? These people lack wisdom. They lack foresight and wisdom. All they saw was like on a Looney Tune island where there were two starving people. And when they looked at each other, one person looked like a hot dog and the other one looked like a hamburger. Yeah, I watched Looney Tunes a lot as a child on that black and white small TV with the hanger that we used to change the channel with the hammer. Yes. They saw, when they knew that you were born spiritually gifted, They literally were looking at you like dollar signs. A fattened calf. Oh, the things we're gonna do with this little high priestess in our family. We're gonna tie this Titan god up. We're gonna tie up this Titan god and sell them on the market as a battery for as many people would like to live a life of self-indulgence off of their sacral chakra. That's what we're gonna do with this high priestess. And that's what they tried to do, you know, instead of allowing you to be the Joseph energy in your family that you were born to be, so that you could make preservations, so that you could make arrangements, so you could give guidance, so money and land could be allocated properly at the right times, so that you could store grain, so that you could store water, wells with lands, people could get education, organize, and prepare for what was to come, which is what's going on right now. You understand? You're the Joseph energy in your family. I'm sure Joseph in the Bible was born with spiritual gifts. He was a high priest. His intuition. He didn't think like everybody else. He didn't have the same mindset. He was deeper. You know that. He was born that way. You know, the conscious person in the family that has more insight and everybody else is shallow, and you're wondering, what am I doing in this family? I don't feel like I belong here, because you were born woke. Imagine Joseph being born woke, having 12 brothers. We know those are the planets, but y'all follow me, okay? Imagine Joseph in the Bible story, being born woke, and all his brothers are farmers, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. I wish I was a farmer and I knew as much about growing. I'd do better figuring out how much phosphorus and how much lime and other things I need, so my soil will be rich and I can grow better tomatoes. That's a skill, baby. You have to eat. That's the main thing. I honor farmers, especially farmers that know and can read, taste, and soil like the back of their hands. They are to be revered and respected, because they grow the food that you eat, and they deserve all the respect. Okay, especially if you don't even know how to grow food. Okay, so like I said, but you got to think, Joseph. I have more respect, man, for farmers than a lot of other people. But you got to imagine Joseph in the Bible, being born woke with a higher level of consciousness than his brothers, and him being the only one kind of talking and saying stuff that can nobody else resonate with. So they start calling him crazy, except his dad knew it was because he was deeper, he was smarter. He might have got his brains from his mother. I don't know. Maybe his mama was woke, but nonetheless, they became jealous of Joseph and decided, well, we know what we're going to do with you, you smart guy. How about we sell you into slavery, and we're going to make you into a slave? You're going to be less than a farmer. You're going to be a slave. How about that, Mr. Big Brains? But see, whoever you are, you were sold into slavery. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Come through. Whoever you are, you were literally sold into slavery, gang stalking, isolation, spellbound. Your family sold you into slavery, hoping that no one would see your light. And now, what about your big brains now? You ain't so smart now. Now you a slave. Now you're less than us, or less than whatever we're considered. But you can't hide an identity, and you can't hide a soul. And you could not take away who Joseph was, no matter where he was. So if you buried him in the ground, sold him as a slave, and he was whipped and left in jail, and had to make bricks or do whatever he did, at the end of the day, he was still Joseph, and Joseph still had that mouthpiece. And it's almost like back in the day, somebody run into somebody in jail, like Malcolm X, and this like a brother from another planet, because you like, what are you doing in here, man? You don't talk like everybody else. You don't belong in here. You sound different. You talk different. It's something different about you. You go a little bit deeper. You smarter than the rest of the people in here. You don't belong here. You understand? See, Joseph knew how to talk a good game. And it wasn't a game. It was his intellect and intelligence. Okay? And he was so smart that his reputation preceded him, even in jail. So much so that when the goddamn Pharaoh, I think it was Nebuchadnezzar, when he had a problem, he kept having a reoccurring dream and needed help. One of his top men was like, hey, I heard a rumor about a smart guy in jail that know how to interpret dreams. I heard he a beast. You know, he do taxes. He can give you good tax advice and everything. And just by having a reputation for being a woke, conscious person and being in alignment and having a connection to God, his higher mind, it earned him a reputation even in jail where nobody could see him, but they could hear him. Ooh, come through spirit. Somebody tried to hide you. Somebody thought that if they buried you in the ground deep enough and they hid you and they shadow banned you enough and no one could see you and they gang stalked and isolated you and no one could see your face, that they would make you go away forever and you would eventually die. But somebody heard you. That was the problem. Somebody heard your mouthpiece and the news spread like wildfire. And it got to King Nebuchadnezzar. And he brought Joseph out. Joseph interpreted that dream, and that earned him his way out of jail, his mouthpiece, and his brains. And it got him a position and a spot with the king. And that slick bastard, he was so on point and had so much game that he literally talked the king out of his own spot, and he became the king of Egypt. How you talk the king out of his own crown? The king of Egypt even turned to Joseph and was like, oh, man, boy, I ain't never dealt with nobody like you before. Matter of fact, you smarter than me. I want you to take my crown. Here, take it. I don't even feel like I deserve it. Here, you take it. Put it on your head. You the king. I'ma listen to you. You understand? So whoever these people are, they tried to make you disappear. They lack wisdom. They lack foresight. They made a whole bunch of like children, bad, stupid decisions because they lack patience, they lack discernment, they lack discipline, structure, and self-control. They wanted instant gratification and rewards without doing the work. They wanted to have prosperity and abundance that was not earned, and it was not due to them spiritually. As above, so below. You understand? They didn't have the merit to inherit the spiritual abundance and wealth that you had. So they thought they would rob you and steal it from you. But they couldn't do it. No, absolutely not. They couldn't do it because spiritually, things was going to get back into alignment for you no matter what. Somebody might be going to a mental health facility. Something might be cringeworthy. Someone wants to apologize to you. All right, what's this? They met up in secret. Okay, we'll talk about that. About this bad business offer, a bad contract. There's about to be a tornado somewhere if it has not already happened. So they met up at a restaurant in secret for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. There might be about to be a tornado or something. Okay. Somebody told them about an investment. But what these people didn't know is do not touch my anointed. That's what they didn't know. They didn't know, do not touch my anointed. That's what they didn't know. Mm-hmm. Clarify, this is an apology, please, and thank you. Where's my other deck? Clarify, this is an apology. Clarify, this is an apology. Okay. Someone that did not get what they were expecting, that remained in the same proud energy with this 9 of cups here. They didn't see that they would get all this bad karma. Of course, they never see it. They never see it. These are people that lack foresight due to an imbalance or blockage in their third eye. Okay. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Somebody might, they couldn't see that it was a missed opportunity. So they kept on 3 of Pentacles working with people to get something done. Somebody's an idiot. Clarify mental health facility. Yeah, somebody kept working together with people because, okay, so this is the apology. Y'all ready for this apology? This person that wants to apologize to you, this is their apology. This is why cringe is here. They want to apologize because they're saying with the Two of Swords, they couldn't see that they wouldn't get away with it. Okay. Because they're saying if they thought that they couldn't get away with it, they would have stopped. But they still thought it was a chance. As long as they were living and had breath in their lungs, they thought they still had a chance to get away with it. And that's why they kept going. So they want to apologize to you because they didn't see that they wouldn't get away with it. They thought that they would get away with it. That's why I kept on trying to kill you. I kept trying to kill you and do spell work on you because I thought I would get away with it. I don't see why you can't just understand that. Do you accept my apology? Do you understand why I had to keep attacking you? Because there was still a chance that I might be able to get away with it. Okay? That's the apology, y'all. I'm not playing. I don't know what bizarro world we're living in 2026, but that's the apology. I'm not lying. Y'all just saw these cards. That's the apology. I'm sorry. I honestly thought that I could still get away with it. That's why I kept going. Clarified mental health facility, but it didn't go in my favor. I'm sorry. I would have stopped it, but I honestly thought I could get away with it if I just outlasted you. What is mental health facility? The Empress. Someone that missed an opportunity with an Empress. Clarify the a Queen of Pentacle reverse. Okay, this might be a kitchen witch with a low IQ that was celebrating with somebody. Okay, being childish and immature. Okay, so it's a weirdo. This might be a kitchen witch with a low IQ that only knows how to pop her vajayjay. She comes out as a Leo. Okay, this is someone that doesn't have any spiritual gifts or ability at all whatsoever. Popping your vajayjay is not a spiritual gift at all whatsoever. There are dogs that can pop. I've seen it on YouTube. There are dogs that can pop their vajayjay. I've seen cats do it. My cat, God bless her, I miss her so much. Offset. She used to pop her vajayjay on here all the time. She used to bunk up all the way for y'all. Y'all remember in my old videos, okay? That's not a spiritual gift or ability, okay? Whoever the warlock is she was working with might have felt like she was spiritually gifted because of the way she kept bunking up for him and be like, oh, she is, yeah, I recommend her highly. We need her in this secret society. She's got an amazing gift in getting men to do. She's magical because she can get men to do whatever they want her to do. Everywhere I take her, anytime I can't get someone to do something, and she bunks up for him. That don't mean she need to be part of a secret society. She's spiritually gifted. That just means she a prostitute that suck D real good. And the men do what she say after she sucked their D. That's not spiritually gifted. Who is this man? Child. So yeah, whoever this person is that got into a secret society, she's not an occultist. She has no spiritual knowledge at all whatsoever. It's just somebody that might have a nice big round golden brown bunkie that they don't hold back with. They'll bunk up to anything, any dog, any goat, cat, horse, a woman, man, it don't matter. And there's a man that thought that was a spiritual gift because it did it for him. And it turns out that she wasn't able to really manifest anything. She was just incredibly promiscuous. Okay. And this is who's going into a mental health facility. This is somebody that was coming for you. Okay. They might have gotten a Knight of Cups to do something against you. The Hierophant reverse. So somebody is not going to be in a contract or a marriage. What is the Hierophant reverse? Oh, she wanted a marriage. Okay, she wanted someone to marry her. Okay, whoever this person going into a mental health facility is, she wanted a marriage, but her marriage was contingent upon being able to have success with destroying and banishing and getting rid of you. and she was going to use what the men call her magical ability, non-existent magical ability. Her bunkie is not a magical, no. Um, but they thought that she would be able to, if she sucked enough men off and bunked up for enough men, they thought that she would be able to get these men to come toward you to spiritually attack you and take you out and take you down. And by doing that, she would be rewarded with a marriage to some high ranking, hierophant warlock energy. And she would be promoted in the secret society or something like that. She'd get some kind of status. So she said, you know what? It ain't pretty, but it'll be worth it in the end. And what man does not want such a reward like this? What man don't want his wife, the woman, the queen? She's your queen to be a vision of perfection. What man do not want on his wedding day, his wife to come walking out with a crown on of glory that has sucked off every single man that's attending the wedding and took it in the ass and everything else? What man don't want that to be his wife? What man don't want? I can't even imagine. But nonetheless, someone is aware. Somebody is aware that you are bountiful, you are full of prosperity, abundance, or they're aware about a 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups. All right, tell me about this. They met up in secret. Okay. Oh, the Knight of Cups, reverse. Okay. Somebody, and who did they meet up with in secret? Holy Spirit. Somebody was very sad about something. Okay, because they were stuck in a cycle with the Empress. Clarify the Empress. Clarify the Empress. Okay. Somebody did not move something forward. Okay. Somebody was sad because they were not able to move something forward with an Empress. Clarify the Chariot reverse. The Chariot reverse. They had to let something go and they felt defeated. What did they have to let go? Clarify the 4 of Pentacles. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles. They had to release something. Somebody could not recover from something. Somebody felt like they could not recover from holding on to something to win at all costs. Okay. And they met up in secret with who now? Who did they meet up in secret with? They were trying to avoid a tower. Okay. The 6 of Pentacles reverse, a friend that they didn't have the same energy, or it wasn't an equal give and take. And somebody was trying to block or defend themselves about something, about trying to sacrifice somebody. A Page of Wands. So a water sign could have met up in secret with a fire sign because they might have let an Empress go that they couldn't move something forward with. Okay. And they didn't get what they expected. What's the Emperor doing? What's the Emperor doing here? The Queen of Wands reverse might be an Aries, okay, or any other sign, okay. And somebody was trying to defend themselves about something happening very quickly. Okay, right now. Okay, got it. Okay. So it looks like there's somebody here in this dynamic that might have met up with somebody that they had a beef with. Okay. There's some kind of argument going on, what I'm getting, between 2 people that were friends at one time. They might have been connected to something that was being orchestrated against whoever you are. This is what I'm getting. This had to do with a bad business offer and contract that was placed on your life to sacrifice you. A bad business offer. Review the product terms and contract. All right, I got it. Thank you, Spirit. All right, listen very carefully, okay? I'm picking up on 2 men, okay? There are 2 men here. Both of them might be warlocks or occultists, or one could be a warlock, one could be an occultist. These two men were given some kind of a part of a contract against you, and they met up in secret because they were at odds with each other, because when they took this contract against you, the people that hired them didn't tell them the truth. They didn't tell them everything, because these people that hired them and gave them the contract had their own agenda. You understand me? There are some people that understand and follow the spiritual laws, okay? And they know if you don't follow certain spiritual rules and laws, that you're not going to get the outcome you want. The people that put a contract on you, all they cared about was the outcome that they wanted, okay? And because all they cared about was their outcome and what they wanted and their selfish greed, they did not tell the truth about you. Okay. They made you out to be a very karmic, low vibrational person that was sleeping with everybody's husband, stealing money. You were some kind of a hoe, whore, harlot. You were dishonest, and you had a whole bunch of karma, and it would be easy just to get knock you out and get rid of you, even if they bound you and try to use you as a human battery. You are a high priestess that had all these spiritual abilities and all this spiritual power, but you were a wicked high priestess. You were some kind of a karmic, unhealed demon that needed to be punished. This is how they put it to these people, okay? And they attacked you. And there was a backfire, and they didn't get the results they were looking for. One of these people, after the backfire, did some research to find out why there was a backfire, because this is someone that might take pride in their work and felt like they felt like it had to be it has to be something wrong. It has to be something. It was somebody told a lie, because the way things are going right now, everything is going crazy. Like we just opened up the Lost Ark in Indiana Jones, and we were not supposed to open it. You understand? Like we just did something forbidden. Okay. And this person did some research, and they found out that these people lied and said whatever they had to say to get these people or practitioners to do work on you without telling these people the truth about you, that you were innocent, completely innocent, pure as the driven snow, and they were just being greedy and wanted to use you for money. And that was it. They didn't tell that person that. They sugarcoated it. They had beautiful women, some not so beautiful, sleeping with these people to distract them while they were trying to get them to do these things to you. Okay. So after that, one of them, one of these people decided, after attacking you spiritually, that they wanted to see if they could make you an offer. Okay. Whoever this warlock is, they wanted to come towards you and make you an offer. They wanted to make you an offer to come be a part of their little coven, and be a little side piece. And they would sleep with you, your energy, and give it to all of their hyenas. They would feed your energy to all of their hyenas and gremlins in their cult. And they wanted to come toward you, but you would not allow this person to come toward you. This is someone that wanted to come toward you to catfish you. And because they can't come toward you to catfish you, is the reason why this person has been continuously attacking you and wants you dead. Now, the other occultist, this person is aware, and they were trying to explain to this person, you cannot force somebody to be in a low vibrational connection with you and your hyenas and gremlins. You can't force someone to have sex with you that you've never been in a relationship with, that you've never made an offer to, or you've never never accepted an offer. You can't just go to somebody's door and say, "Open up! I'm the big bad wolf. Open up the door. You're gonna be one of my women. I don't care. I need your energy so that I can feed my other hyenas and gremlins in this coven." Whoever this person is that's been spiritually attacking you, the audacity, I know, right? they are attacking you because you won't allow them to make you an offer to be a part of their mess, where they would just take your energy and feed it to their little wolves. Some of them look like wolves and gremlins. Some of them look like gremlins, and be a part of their coven with them. Whoever you are, you might be single. You understand? And you don't have to accept any offer from anyone. This man, you don't see this person. They're just around you, paying people to spiritually attack you. They were a part of this bad contract that these people hired to go against you. Okay. And he's trying to bully you into being a part of his polygamous pack of hyenas and gremlins. Okay. So he can feed them and feed himself. And whoever the other person is, he's trying to protect you from this person since he found out the truth after doing research. Okay. So that's it. They realized that you were nothing but the investment of the people that did this. This could be your family members that sold you spiritually, okay, to a cult. So what I'm getting is your family sold you to some kind of a cult when you were a child, okay? And they were trying to, like Sudahana, control your environment by controlling your phone, your technology, gang stalking you, isolating you, trying to control your money by controlling where you could work and how much money you could make, and then having their groups do spell work on you, hoping that your health and your mental and physical health would decay to the point where you're weak to be able to provide for yourself, which being in a low vibrational relationship that would then siphon your sacral energy of their group. Okay. But that never happened. And because that never happened, this one warlock energy has been coming for you because they're angry because they're losing money. Okay. So the other warlock or spiritual practitioner, occultist, whatever you want to call it, there are two men here. The other man realized that what was happening to you, you did not deserve, because he did some research and looked in to find out what was going on. And he found out, this is the other one, he found out that you were your family's investment. Okay. He found out that you were your family's investment, and they wanted to hold on to you and bind you spiritually and control you, even as a grown ass at your grown ass age, so that they could use you for money, your lazy ass family. Okay. So these two met up in secret to see if they could work things out, in a peaceful way. Because I'm guessing whoever the one person is, they're mad because they lost money, and they're mad because someone's coming toward you in your energy. Okay. What else, Holy Spirit? But you're divine. You're meant to be heard by a lot of people, whoever you are. Okay. I have that. Someone got a message about, what's the hangman? Someone that tried to sacrifice you. Okay. And because they felt defeated. So someone got a message that somebody recently tried to sacrifice you. Okay. Because they can't let something go. Okay. Someone could be an Aquarius with this Wheel of Fortune that is in their thoughts right now with the Four of Swords. Okay. Somebody is aware of how childish these people are that put all their eggs in one basket like dum-dums. They didn't have a plan B for their life, and they sold their souls, and they feel completely defeated because they couldn't backstab and betray you, because God said, do not touch my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Okay. So what was the outcome of they met up in secret? So this met up in secret energy is the two men that are trying to come to terms. Okay. This is the mudra in Buddhism that has to do with 2 points of view, two people needing to listen to each other thoroughly, and both to take into consideration each other's point of view. This is the mudra for two people coming together. Okay. Now, so I'm getting, this is the two practitioners, warlocks, occultists that came together. One of them that wanted either to try to force their hand with you or kill you. And the other, you don't deserve that. You didn't do anything wrong to anybody. Your family was just trying to use you for money, and they were unable to. And I believe one is trying to come to terms with the other one. And okay, so that they could move to calmer waters. Okay, with the Six of Swords. Okay, so it's almost like trying to do conflict resolution. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so there were two warlocks trying to do some conflict resolution about the whole contract that was made on your life, because it was made off of false pretenses, and it wasn't either one of their fault. Okay, I mean, you didn't ask to be dragged into this world, but it wasn't their fault. The people that recruited them did a whole bunch of manipulation, using sex, all these manipulative tactics. They did a lot of lying and manipulating and hiding. They played a whole bunch of games. And that's what caused everyone to have bad karma, because they did not tell the truth. And they should have told the truth about what they were up to. Even if what they did was wrong, if you're talking to the practitioner, you have to say the truth. Okay? It's just like with a lawyer. You understand? When a criminal has a lawyer that's going to defend them, the criminal needs to tell their lawyer the truth, if nobody else, and tell the lawyer what evidence is out there. Because if you lie to your lawyer and you get out there in court and you're the criminal and suddenly some evidence comes out, I asked you, did anyone have a videotape? Not videotape, telling my age. I asked, was there any recordings of y'all having sex? I asked you, did anyone record you, or did y'all ever make a video, or did you ever eat in public with this person? I asked you and you said no. Yeah, I know, because I didn't want you to block. Yeah, but now they're playing the damn video in court, and now I'm going to lose the whole damn case because you didn't tell me everything. I would have told you another way we could have moved had you told me the truth. Had you told me the truth, I would have told you whether or not I could defend you or not, whether or not this would work, or whether we should do a plea deal. I can't properly advise you if you don't tell me the whole truth. Okay. So it's kind of like that with whoever the practitioner is, or these people are. They're like, it's because y'all didn't tell us the whole truth. I could have told you what was doable and what was not doable. What possibilities of what could go wrong and happen had you told me the truth about this person. But because you lied, this is why everyone's getting karma and everything is backfiring in every direction, because y'all did not tell the truth. Okay, so that's what's going on. Blame is being placed right now where it belongs. Okay, what's going on? We got tornado, natural disaster here. Let me see. What's this tornado? Is there about to be a tornado or something? What's going on? Is there a tornado going on, Spirit? USAA. No, wrong insurance company. Is that State Farm or Allstate? What is it? A Northeast state, England. Clarify, why is tornado here? Why is tornado here, please, and thank you. Japan? Okay, maybe there's about to be a tornado in Japan, or a cyclone of some kind. There might be about to be some kind of cyclone or something in Japan. I want you to clarify. Japan again. Okay, so there might be about to be a cyclone or a tornado in Japan or something like that. Anything else for tornado? Hawaii, Africa, Arizona, Jamaica, Afghanistan, North Africa. Okay. Ooh, child. Why is Japan here? Why is Japan? Clarify, why is Japan here? Something with a bad investment of a king of wands reverse. So somebody could be Japanese. Somebody might be Japanese or from Japan or in Japan. They don't have to be Japanese. A queen of swords, and they're not going to recover from something. Yep, the information came out. The page of swords. Yeah. What's this page of swords information that came out for this person that might either be in Japan or Japanese? They didn't get what they were expecting. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It's so funny because, I picked up on a Japanese judge, in the New York City court system. I think in Brooklyn and in Harlem, I think Harlem some time ago, and this Japanese judge was also doing witchcraft with the same cult because they were trying to help someone get away with someone's inheritance, and they sat on some kind of a board where they make rulings about people's estates. They sat on when it came to probate court, and they took a bribe to get away with doing something. There was a Japanese judge that was even in Harlem or Brooklyn that was doing spell work on some of the people that were coming into the courtroom. So yeah, some of these crooked ass judges, they do spell work literally on the people coming in court to see if they could get away with stuff. And yeah, they try it. That's why it's so important to override spell work with the truth. See, part of spell work is manipulation. That means to try to talk in circles to see if they can manipulate and intimidate you not to stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself, because you see them as an authority figure and you don't want nothing bad to happen. So, well, if the judge is up there and the judge said I can't have this, so I'm gonna walk away. Child, you better stand up and speak your mind. I don't care who these people are and what title they hold. You can break witchcraft and spell work, which is nothing but a word witch. If you see a judge is trying to talk over you and manipulate and mix the signals and mix words on your ass, that's a word witch. Okay, that might be doing some spell work. You correct her ass. You correct his or her ass. You don't have to yell, but you speak very strongly and very affirmatively in what you know, if what you know is correct. Otherwise, they're going to be doing spell work to try to intimidate you from speaking and to tie your tongue. So there's a Japanese person here that's getting bad karma because they got broken thinking and they did something very reckless and destructive in trying to uh, maybe get somebody to take another perspective about a message. Are they getting fired? Did this Japanese person get fired? Someone's either not working anymore or with someone, or they're getting fired, one or the other. A King of Pentacles and a Japanese person here. Someone's either getting fired or they can't work with somebody any longer. Okay. The Knight of Cups reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yep. Because this person was in the same energy trying to do spell work against you. Okay. Because they have broken thinking. All right. Yeah, these are criminal cults in the government. These are criminal cults in the government that work as judges, that work in the federal government, in agencies, in police departments. A lot of them do spell work. A lot of them do spell work and think they can get away with doing certain things by people that are not represented. And if you speak up too much, we'll do death spells on you. We can orchestrate anything because you're a nobody. Oh, baby, you better check with God, however you define God, about that. I'm a nobody, because last time I heard it, you're a nobody. You're the one whose prayers don't go up. Okay, my prayers get heard every time. So I think you got that mixed up, sweetheart. I don't care about what another human that wiped their ass from north to south, just like me, that do cock, I bleed, and pee, and do everything I do. I don't care what they ranked you as or the title they gave you, as above, so below. Everything that matters is on the spiritual realm. Everything else on the 3D, that don't count. Okay. So for you to say I'm a nobody and you could break laws and do whatever you want, you better be careful. Anointed, do not touch my anointed, because I'm a somebody. Last time I heard it, I'm a somebody because my prayers get heard and answered. You're the nobody. Clarify this, North African. Okay, a page of pentacles. Okay, somebody might be a North African. Something was a bad investment. You might have had someone of North African descent doing some kind of workup around your home or community, and now they can't move to calmer waters. Maybe they sent a crown chakra attack or something to you. Oh, you'd be surprised. These cults have range. Listen to me. These cults that operate under the radar, they have range. What range? The range they have, I'm talking about racially, in all the, they train them in all the different types of magic in every culture. In these cults, for a lot of them, they train them in voodoo, they train them in witchcraft, they train them in multiple different Asian spiritual systems, African, Santeria, Spanish. They train them in a lot of different cultures, spiritual systems, and then they have people from those spiritual systems that are parts of these cults. So don't think you're just going to have people of one race attacking you with witchcraft, white or black or something like that. Or no, 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 child. They got Indonesians, Cambodians, Filipinos, Vietnamese, Koreans attacking you. They got Nigerians attacking you, Ethiopians attacking you, Somalians, them attacking you, Eritreans attacking you, Kenyans spiritually attacking you, Cameroonians attacking you, Ghanaians attacking you. Don't get me started. They got Mexicans attacking you, people from all parts of South America. Let's not even get to the witches of Eastwick coming out of Europe. People coming from England, Amsterdam. Child, they had a witch from Amsterdam chasing me down in the airport, walking around me in circles, trying to cast spells on me when I was at the airport, right? She kept on walking around looking crazy. I was like, I'm gonna knock them goddamn Wizard of Oz shoes off your feet. She had a pair of shoes on looking like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. When I was in the airport in Amsterdam, they had her come up there. Yeah, all different cultures, they've got every culture you can possibly think of doing their type of magic manipulation when you're being attacked by these cults and covens, because they're one big family. It don't matter their race and color. They're all demons. They're one big demon. They all pray to the same goddamn demons to cast spells to bind you. They all work together. Okay, it's the united colors of Benetton, and I've been through all of them. Child, I done had Koreans coming to my home to attack me, Filipinos, Mexicans, Black Americans, white Americans. Child, I done had all kind of Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. I done had Ghanaians. They done sent West Africans, Central, East Africans after me. Child, I'm telling you, it was serious. They were just trying. They were trying all kind of magic on me. We'll see if this works. We'll see if this Indonesian. Let's try that. We haven't tried that yet. See if we can get somebody in there from Indonesia. Maybe their magic will work. Try this Vietnamese. I had the bitch, excuse me, come walking every time I was in Georgia in my neighborhood. I lived in a neighborhood that was mostly Spanish and Vietnamese and Korean. And here she come walking out her house with the incense like this. She come walking and chanting, walking toward me. I was like, bitch, you take one more step and I'm gonna knock that incense out your goddamn hand and it might end up your ass. Keep playing with me. Child, they was playing with me so hard. They had black dolls. The Spanish people had black dolls that they were hanging off of a noose and a string. And he would stand on my corner hanging the black doll. Basically, I guess the black doll was supposed to represent me, to let me know, hey, we're going to kill you, you black witch. Basically, child, child, I'm telling you, All of them are demons. All right, so someone might have tried to crown chakra attack you or something. And a North African cannot move to calmer waters right now. Okay, so I don't know. It could have been a backfire. Why is Jamaica here? Oh, is a tornado going to be in Jamaica? Oh, okay. Maybe the tornado is going to be in Jamaica where I have the Ace of Swords. Normally, when it's a weather warning, they'll give me the Tower and the Ace of Swords in the location. So maybe Jamaica's getting ready to have a typhoon or a tornado or something. I don't know. The Magician. Oh, it was a Jamaican doing magic? Clarify. What is this with Jamaica? They couldn't backstab him. Oh, the Jamaican that was backstabbed. Okay, it was a Jamaican that was doing spell work on you that can't move to calmer waters with the North African. Okay. So there was a North African and a Jamaican that were working together. Okay. Uh, he had a towel wrapped around his head, and the Jamaican had some soursop juice running down the side of his leg. And he had a bag with a beef patty and some cocoa bread, and he was distracted. That's why magic backfired. It didn't work because he was just thinking about getting some more ganja or she or whatever, and he wasn't being focused. He wasn't focused, and that's why it didn't work and connect with you. And it was a backfire, And he was like, "Man, I told you to. I'm hungry. I'm blood clot hungry. Not today." Okay. So there was a Jamaican and a North African that were working together to spiritually attack you. I'm not ready today, y'all. Me hungry. Me hungry. I want some roti. I want some roti and some curry goat, please. Your blood clot. We already spiritually attacked it. It did not work. It's not going to work this time. But I take the money. I'll take the money anyway. Because me want some more ganja. Ganja, free. No more inflation even on the ganja. And then it grows for free in the ground. Okay. Camera. Come on. Stop it. Fix. Come on. Man, if these things do not move, let me fix my camera. All right, I should be back now. All right, am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Thank you. All right, I get it. I know what that was. That was my guides telling me what I got to do. I would like to sincerely apologize to my Jamaican brothers and sisters for making fun of you all and stereotyping you and acting like that all of y'all smoke weed because that wasn't right. And I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Wait, man. Your bomber ass. Bullshit. Don't let them fool ya. Oh no. Or even try to school ya. We got a life to live, so go to hell. Think it is a lie. Stay alive. Oh no. And then the North African was like, see, this is why the magic don't work. Because every time I turn around, that's what you're doing. Every time I turn around, that's what you're doing. That's why the magic don't work. Why is Arizona here? What is Arizona? Okay, the King of Pentacles reverse. Okay, somebody could be from Arizona. They have to release something. It was too much. It's too much of a burden. They just got to realize your magic ain't magic, and maybe you should go pick up that spliff with that Jamaican and North African, and you'll be okay. I don't know if this North African is this Afghani. Who's this Afghani? Please and thank you. Clarify, who's this Afghan? Who's from Afghanistan? A Queen of Wands that also has to let it go. Okay, so these are the people that were attacking you. Maybe they didn't want me to tell somebody all of the people that were involved in this most recent spiritual attack. This is someone that's very depressed and alone that took very quick action. Whoever this person is from Afghan. What about Africa? Might be an African from anywhere in Africa that might have been a part of this spiritual attack because they were stuck in a cycle thinking that it was something that could be done. And they might have taken it too far and gotten too far in their emotions about it. They should hook up with the Jamaican and the North African, and they should all, it's big enough to go around in a circle for all of them. So what? Y'all not gonna get the money. At a certain point, you just gotta, don't worry, be happy. You gotta let things go. Get one of these. Y'all will forget y'all was ever a part of this bad contract. It'll make you forget about all the years and all the energy and effort and time y'all put into attacking a damn high priestess. Yeah, this is big enough to go around the circle of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 of y'all. Y'all can go around at least. Y'all can go around at least 5 times with this. Y'all can go around at least 5 times, and it'll make you forget, that, you wasted your years and times doing magic on the high priestess, okay? The high priestess want to live her life. Who's this Afghani? Who's this Afghan? Somebody that somebody tried to go toward really, really quickly. The Two of Cups reversed, but someone rejected somebody. Okay, so the Leo contacted someone that is from Afghan. Okay, someone is Afghani, and this Leo. Oh, okay. They're telling me whoever this Leo is, they're showing me. This Leo got down on her knees like this for this Afghani and tried to lift up his dress skirt thing here. And he pushed it back down. I was like, that's okay. I'm tired of that too. And he dropped a couple of coins in her hand and said, go ahead on about your business. Okay. So this Leo might have offered this Afghan a little bit ahead. And the Afghan was like, that's all right, you whore. Get away from me. This is over with. I'm tired. You can keep it moving. And then he dropped a couple of breadcrumbs in the Leo's hand. And then she went away looking for somebody else she could suck off. Anybody else? Hawaii. Why is Hawaii here? Hawaii. Why is Hawaii here, please? Somebody is the wounded warrior. Why? Because they didn't want to let something go. Somebody could be in Hawaii, or they could be Hawaiian or from Hawaii or have a home in Hawaii. Somebody is unhappy about something having to do with an imbalance. The Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles reverse. This is somebody very unempathetic that will do anything for money, that couldn't backstab and betray you in trying to make you homeless with that Nine of Pentacles reverse. This could be someone that thought that they were going to live it up big in Hawaii because you were going to be stuck somewhere. But you're not stuck at all, okay? And now somebody could have cut somebody off. Okay, somebody might have cut somebody off. That Nine of Wands reverse, yeah. Somebody in Hawaii or from Hawaii got kicked out of somebody's energy. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles, maybe somebody was trying to bribe somebody to keep something going, to avoid a tower. So somebody might have started a brand new life in Hawaii, and they thought that they were going to manifest off of you or your energy, whoever you are, high priestess. They had you were really sold as a slave. You were literally sold as a slave without you knowing, like spiritually, as a human battery, to a whole bunch of different people that literally might have paid some money into something. These people might have paid money for something, wherein all of them would be able to literally suck off your energy, like you got 9 nipples up under you hanging or something, and they thought that they were literally all going to live their lives in Hawaii, in Jamaica, with one of these, and all of them were going to live good, literally off of your energy. Hawaii, Afghan, North Africa, Jamaica, Arizona, and someone that's Japanese. Power of attorney. Something could be going on right now with power of attorney for somebody. The situation is being spearheaded and guided by your ancestors. Be patient. A projected hologram. Look into that. Karma is just getting started. How? Okay. Uh-oh, what we getting here? I want to see something. How, what? Unauthorized nanotechnology chip left eye camera implant. Oh, wow. Is that how that thing works? So with the left eye camera, are they able to project certain holograms like into your environment using that left eye camera? Or was that like part of the experiment? Listen, for those of you that are familiar with the neuro remote monitoring technology that they have, where they put a camera in your eye that several people can get on, like a Zoom call, a video conference call, up to 10 people, and all of them can see through the camera in your eye. This technology already exists. Is it a thing where they can also, or maybe they're trying to master it? Maybe they're still working on something where, like in the Hunger Games, they will be able to project certain holograms into your environment through your eye. That's what I'm kind of picking up on. Because think about this. Have you ever gone to Dave and Buster's, or one of those places that you go to have fun? And you get on this ride. It's not really a ride. You get into this thing that takes you on like a roller coaster ride, and you don't go anywhere, but it shows you a video image of a roller coaster, like you're in there, and the seat that you're in, it shifts like from side to side. So it gives you a sensation and feeling as if you're on a roller coaster ride, because you can see the roller coaster in the film, in front of you, and then your chair is shifting along with the video you're watching. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. When they used to have it in Dave and Buster's. It's like a movie theater thing you go into, and your seat vibrates while they show you something on the projected screen, or your seat might move and shift and rattle when something is going on the projected screen, so that you feel like you're actually going through it. Like your chair can go up and down and left and right and shake violently. They can show you the picture of an earthquake and shake your chair, and you feel like you're in an earthquake because that's what your eyes are seeing, and your chair is shaking. You understand? Okay, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so with the neuro monitoring left eye technology, if you can imagine, if they put something in your body that can make your body feel certain sensations, and they can also project a hologram through whatever type of camera they have in your eye, you could see something that no one else can see in your environment. And then you could feel the sensation from it, like a dog biting you, or you understand what I'm saying? Like a dog biting you or chasing you or something going on. And because you can see it with your eye, and then you have something in your body that can create certain sensations, it'll feel real to you. That's what I feel like I'm getting here. Okay. A projected hologram with unauthorized nanotechnology chip and left eye camera implant. Okay. So I don't know if that's what they're developing, right? That could be something like what they're trying to develop right now. And maybe they were going to test something like that on you. If y'all remember in the movie, in the series, The Hunger Games, they kept putting holograms of wild animals chasing some of the people in the thing. It's already here? Is that right? It's already here? Okay, well, I didn't see anything about it yet. Okay. All right, clarify how. Okay. Hidden chemical substance in or on something. Oh, okay. Buried a spiritual item in your home or on your property. Oh, they were going to do magic on you. Paid right back at you. I return all spell work right back to you tenfold. Paid a practitioner to do work on you. All right, okay. So they paid somebody paid a practitioner to do some work on you. And part of it was going to be something connected to something that would be buried in your house or on your property. And tell me about this hidden chemical substance in or on something. Okay, give me a sec. Say cheese. Who's that? The blue. Who's that? The blue green skull. Say cheese. Hi. Who's that? Okay. Holy Spirit, clarify for me. Hidden chemical substance in your home or on something. Clarify that. A hidden chemical substance in or on something. So somebody was going to try to get you to either consume, ingest, or touch something chemical that was going to either be inside your kitchen or on your doorknob or your gate or something. Tell me about this hidden chemical substance. That's what I want to know about. I want to know about this hidden chemical substance on or in something. Tell me about this. Okay, there it is. All aboard, which it's time to write a new chapter, the Six of Swords. Okay, so somebody might have traveled to where you are. This is a boat here. Or luggage. Oh, wait a minute. Luggage. Somebody might have traveled to where you are. Okay. And they might have had a hidden chemical substance in their luggage. And they could have traveled by boat so that it wouldn't be detected by TSA on an airplane, is what they're telling me. So somebody could have come to you by boat, or they could have sent a chemical substance by boat, and it was in their luggage on a boat or on some kind of cruise ship or some kind of cargo ship, is what they're telling me. Okay. Now, that's not far-fetched, because I've seen quite a few, as of late, Asians from China that have been doing biological experiments on people that were trying to hurry up and flee the country after they tried to put a chemical on someone or inject someone with something. It's in the news. Okay. They've been doing a whole lot of biological experiments on different people. And then when they get caught, they let them get out the goddamn country real fast. Like even with these injections, like what they put in me. And it's this one girl that was in the news, and they let her ass get away to China because they were helping her ass. They knew she was trying to hurry up and get back to China, because the United States allowed her to do whatever it was that she did. And it had something to do with the Neuralink experimentation that she was involved in. And then they let her hurry up and get on to China to, oh, well, we can't lock her up. She's gone. Yeah, because they know what they do. Okay, experimenting on us. So something came by boat or ship. And what's this? The Two of Pentacles. When life gets chaotic, find a way to get grounded and balanced. Interesting. She looks like she's holding in her hand a crystal ball or something, So I don't know if I don't know if you have crystals in your home or something like this. Maybe your gemstones or crystals or something. Maybe somebody was trying to get inside your home. Maybe somebody was trying to get inside your home to see if they could put some kind of chemical substance. Oh, wow. She's wearing a mask. The Empress. She's sitting out here in her garden, but she has a mask on her face. And she's breastfeeding the baby. Interesting. Maybe somebody was going to put something in your environment. Whoever you are, you might have something in your landscape. Maybe that's big and round like this. You know how people decorate their garden or landscape with those big shiny balls and things like that, or something like that. I feel like it might be something in your outside environment. Maybe they couldn't get inside your home, and you were going to sit outside around it and inhale it, whatever it is. Okay, whatever it is, it was going to be on something outside of your home. This girl's wearing a mask on her face. Look at her. Why does she have a mask on? Okay, because of pollen. So she's got on a mask because of pollen. So it's something you were supposed to ingest and inhale. It was some kind of a dust that you were going to inhale. That's what it is. You would either inhale this dust inside of your house, okay? Maybe in your workspace, in your home. This doesn't look like a kitchen. It's in your workspace, in your home, or outside your home, okay? You were supposed to inhale some kind of dust. Interesting. Somebody might have planned on doing some kind of candle magic or something. Okay. So it was going to be a hidden chemical substance. I don't know, maybe it dries and you breathe it or something, whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's something someone brought by ship, by boat, by container ship or something like that. Okay. Tell me about this buried spiritual item in the home or on the property. Somebody got stuck in a cycle trying to get in. The Hermit, the Hierophant. Yeah, they were trying to get inside your home. Somebody, this could be a Virgo. They didn't get what they were expecting. Okay. So what I'm getting is there might have been a police, or Hierophant is law enforcement. Could be law enforcement. Whoever this Hermit is, clarify the Hermit. That could also mean you're home too much for them to do it. Okay. Something is happening right now in real time. So this is happening in real time. People are burying things in and around your home. The Page of Swords reversed. Somebody tried to lie. Okay, thank you. And they couldn't recover. Thank you. Okay, I got the whole message. So this is going on right now in real time. Somebody was trying to get something buried either inside your home. They were trying to either get inside your home and hide something, or they were trying to bury something under the ground outside of your home, and they got caught. They got caught by a hierophant. The hierophant could be security or it could be the police. Okay. And they could not justify being that close to your home or window or whatever, and they couldn't recover with the Nine of Wands reverse. So someone was trying to do magic around your home in real time, like maybe in the last 24 hours, by burying a spiritual item in or around your home. That's all right. We got a prayer for that. We definitely got a prayer for that. Ain't nobody worried about that. Okay. Clarify and pay the practitioner to do work on you. Ciao. But the world card, it's the cycle is over. You have to come in agreement. I don't care what nobody say. When these people hide things in your home, around your home, you have whatever the magic spell is, they're the one bound to it. They're the one that came into agreement with whatever they contracted to do spiritually. If you spiritually protect yourself and you cancel every contract and agreement, you nullify and neutralize every cursed item, every demonic altar, every picture, every item referencing your name, it has no power over you. If you do not come in agreement with whatever they're doing, then they're the one that's bound to the spell, to the curse, to the energy. Okay. You cancel every contract and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against you, every picture, every demonic altar, every item referencing your name. You completely obliterate and disintegrate and command to burst into flames and scatter on every plane through every energy body. It has no part of you. Okay. So that's it. You don't got nothing to worry about. Child, they could bury what they want to bury. Okay, be patient. Power of attorney. Tell me about this left eye camera, a projected hologram. What is that? Tell me about this projected hologram. Okay, so there is a Libra here and Knight of Pentacles, Aries here. Both of these people have access to a camera that they're watching you on. Okay, and their complete wish fulfillment. The Four of Wands reverse. It's someone's complete wish fulfillment for a divorce or for someone to move out of a house and to have a judgment over them. So someone wants someone to have a judgment passed over them. Maybe this is a judgment in the legal system. Power of attorney. Okay. So these are two weirdos that are trying to find a way to get control over you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. There's a Libra and there's an Aries that always comes out as the Knight of Pentacles. These two weirdos have been trying to find a way to get control over you. Not because they're anybody related to you that should have any kind of control over you, but if they could just make it seem like you're crazy enough to get one of your family members to have some kind of power of attorney over you and get your family member to put you away in a mental institution, then they would have you in a position where they can do the magic and the spell work that they need to do to use you as their human battery. So you have a Libra and an Aries that are both out here in some goofy energy that want to control you. Both of these demons want control over you so that they're lunatics. They want this Libra and this Aries, both of them want control over you so they can stick their straws in you and just siphon from you. Ooh, ooh. That's what they want to do. They literally just want to harness your energy. But the problem is, see, they're nobody to you. This Libra and Aries, you don't have any connection to either one of them. They're not your relative. This is just a witch and a warlock that have been stalking you. They want to smell your drawers, okay? And they're working together with someone in your family to try to get power of attorney over you. They just need you to get kicked out of your house. They need you to get kicked out of your house so that they can get a judge to rule that you're mentally unstable, and they can put you away legally into a mental institution. And once they do that, then they can have you drugged up with needles. They can probably send the Aries in there to sexually assault you, maybe hurt you, whoever this Libra is. And then they would spiritually violate you in ways on the spiritual realm by attaching a cord to you. They're weirdos that are working together with someone in your family because they really want you to be homeless so that they can have access to your spiritual energy. They're vampires, okay? But clarify, be patient. Clarify, be patient. Okay, judgment was reversed. Yeah. The Four of Wands, you're still in your home. So whoever you are still in your home, and they can't get this judgment. They can't get away with it. Somebody's trying to find a way to defend their actions. Okay, and they're telling you be patient. Someone's still trying to find a defense for locking you away. That's a sad existence. You're gonna end up being ratatouille living in a sewer, unable to put words together to formulate sentences, with a big piece of cheese on your head, looking to the left and looking to the right, because you didn't want to give up trying to find a way to gain control over somebody whose energy you wanted to siphon, trying to find a way to get somebody put in a mental institution that's financially independent. Child, please. These are weird O's. They're telling you be patient, but it's just so weird to have somebody like, can you imagine you go to work every day, pay your bills, and it's a weirdo on your block peeking at you, trying to find ways to get you kicked out because they want you to go in a mental institution so they can siphon your energy. That is, imagine like a weirdo in a muumuu. Imagine a weirdo in a muumuu that probably could barely move around. I don't know. It could be a weirdo in a muumuu that lift weights. That might like be real strong like a man. That's just watching and stalking you. How can I kick you out your house so I can get you in a mental institution, so I can siphon your energy and become you? You can calm down and stop going so hard on them weights with them shoulders. You look like a goddamn female bodybuilder. You can calm down. Goddamn. Yeah, they weird. They some weird tired demons. Tell me, I want to know a little more about this projected hologram. What is this projected hologram? Yeah, it was a bad investment of a Queen of Wands. Yeah, it didn't work the way they thought they would. They didn't get their wish fulfillment. Something got cut off. Yeah, they put a lot of money into this. Okay, these could be like, I think it's what I said it is. I think that this is something that they're experimenting with right now. Okay, it's going to be a thing where they can create sensations in your body. Actually, they already do have that technology. Whoever in my comment said that, you are correct. I have seen a technology wherein you can answer your phone on your body. How many of y'all saw that on YouTube? They're saying it's in the future where your phone will ring inside your body, and you'll be able to literally answer your phone inside of your body. You can play music from your arm and things like that, like inside your body. So if you wanted to do a projected hologram and create the sensations of that hologram, for instance, like a barking dog. So you can cause through the eye camera a projected hologram of a dog nearby. No one can see the dog except for you because you're the one watching it through a camera in your eye. Okay. Now, you can hear the dog barking because of the sound that's coming from the technology in your body. And if you can imagine that dog biting you, they probably are working on the technology to create the sensation of being bit inside your body, the sensation of hot, cold, all kind of different sensations inside your body. They've already found a way to organically try to cause people to have to use the bathroom at weird times. My father told me that they were experimenting with that long time ago. They have old Russian hospitals in Ethiopia. And I remember when I was younger, my father said You don't know the technology they have. They can make you have to pee like this. My father was telling me, my father's from Ethiopia, and my father was telling me, you don't know the technology they're working on. And this is when I was a little girl. He was like, no, you don't understand. They have something and they push a button and it does something to your brain, and then you have to pee just like that. And my father's trying to explain this in broken English with a heavy accent. And I called him crazy. I said, Dad, you sound crazy. That sounds insane to me. But he knew exactly what he was talking about. They had already been doing experiments with manipulating different parts of the brain that tell you when to go to the bathroom and for different things in your body to happen. So they can cause you to become sexually aroused. They can turn your menstrual cycle on and off. They can mess with your fertility. There are all different types of things that using technology, because it's your pituitary gland that tells your body and sends signals when to grow, right? So everything has to do with the command that's coming from the brain that the body does. So they've been experimenting with pushing buttons in your brain to cause different things to happen inside of your body. Okay. So this must be something, a newer technology that they're working on right now, wherein you'll be able to feel the sensations of whatever the hologram they project is. Okay. Oh, they still working on it though. You better believe they still working on it. Anything else? So it didn't work. So what they're saying is they didn't get their wish fulfillment. It didn't work the way it was supposed to. What's just going on right now? Someone's very sad right now because they're getting fired. Okay, so someone's sad right now because they might be getting fired. Who's getting fired, Spirit? See, this is why I stay in the house. I'm so sick of people. I'm sick of humans trying to control and play weird science with other humans. I mean, you can get people that will volunteer. If you can get people to sell their organs while they're living, you can get people to do all kind of stupid ass experiments by volunteer. You just have to pay them. You can get people to volunteer to do the Neuralink and all that. You just have to pay them. There are people that will let you experiment on them. There are people right now that are selling their organs for $10,000, $15,000 in different countries. I don't recommend that, but they do it anyway. Okay. So if you got people that are literally willing to allow you to experiment on them, why are you experimenting on people whose consent you don't have? You need to do a study and offer a decent amount of money. There are women selling their eggs, there are men selling their sperm. Okay? You can find people, there are people donating plasma. You can find people that will volunteer for these weird science experiments. Anything that you want. You don't have to force it on nobody. But I think the problem is they want people that have certain spiritual gifts and abilities. They want seers. They want people specifically with certain DNA, and they might not be able to get them to volunteer for these experiments. All right. The Holy Spirit, what's the final message? Yeah. So somebody might have gotten fired from their job. Somebody was stuck in a cycle trying to orchestrate some kind of chaos in your life. And they don't know what direction to go with something. Okay, it's a missed opportunity and the cycle is over. God, people need to just take a seat. Give me 3 cards to end this message. I'm over it. Okay, so I don't know. Somebody could be making somebody an offer to travel. Somebody could be connecting with somebody uh, to try to do a crime. An Aquarius. So there might be an Aquarius here that might be trying to control a situation. to avoid a tower because their brain is broken. Clarify the chariot. Clarify the chariot, please. Somebody is very unhappy that moved to calmer waters about a situation. They're not happy. Somebody couldn't create an illusion. They didn't get their wish fulfillment, and they're moving on to calmer waters. Okay, a false person. The devil reverse. The ace of pentacles. Somebody might have created an illusion about a new start or a large amount of money, and it didn't go in their favor. Okay, they were working together because this is someone that can't balance their dark and light energy. Aquarius, someone could be a Cancer here with that chariot energy. Okay, and an Aquarius. Right now, they're trying to avoid a tower. Aha. All right, something was a bad investment. All right. And right now, Queen of Wands reverse is in the Five of Pentacles. That was in some destructive energy with the Knight of Cups reverse. And they're all moving to calmer waters because they can't do it. They can't get away with it. All right, so we'll leave it right there. No harm or danger will ever come to you. I promise you that. All right, let's get it. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love right now. I show gratitude for my ancestors of the highest vibration of love. The Most High God, Yeshua, Christ, Jehovah, my ascended masters, my angels, and my guides. Right now, I command every demonic spirit to get and flee from my life, my home, and my environment. I sanctify this environment and space right now with the holy fire of Christ Jehovah for cleansing and redemption in the name of Yeshua. Iao. I show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire, both the elements and the group. I show gratitude for each and every planet that God has put in place, however you define God, with its unique vibrational frequencies and energies, that when we echo out the vowels that resonate with each planet, that when put together, form the names of God that we call, it gets our prayer requests, our affirmations granted. Oh, Holy One, the moon that sits at the head of Mercury, Venus, the sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Thou hast said every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that I have given unto you. I show gratitude for this home, for this life, for this land, and favor to possess this home and land. And I dedicate it to Christ Jehovah legacy. Everything that is not of Christ on this property, I invoke my holy fire, my Kundalini violet flame of my Holy Spirit, and call forth from the four corners of the earth water, fire, and air to charge and instantly manifest with this incantation in the physical and spiritual planes through every energy body. I command you to be rooted out by fire right now. Every plant that has not been planted by and to honor Christ shall be uprooted out of the ground. For who are they to say a thing, and it shall come to pass when the Christ has not commanded it? I cancel every evil pronouncement made over this home and land and property by holy fire right now. I decree and declare that affliction shall not rise up a second time. It shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. Right now, I cast a circle and I mark a boundary around this land, territory, and property. No monitoring spirits, no spell work being cast, remote viewing, or astral projections may penetrate on any plane of existence. Right now, I command every enchantment and charm and divination made against me, my collective of the highest vibration of love, and my family, hidden inside of my house or buried in the ground outside, to be canceled and destroyed by fire. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath Yeshua wrought? Surely there is no enchantment or divination of evil against me. Every evil charm affecting my destiny, catch fire right now. Whatsoever he shall bind in earth is bound in the heavens, and whatsoever he shall loose on earth is loosed in the heavens. Right now, I bind and contain, nullify, neutralize, and completely obliterate every evil charm affecting my destiny. Catch fire right now and be destroyed in earth and on the heavenly planes. Every evil charm poured on the ground to paralyze me be destroyed by fire right now, by that kundalini violet flame of my Holy Spirit. I invoke the power to neutralize every charm working against me in my house or on my land, above or below the ground. I neutralize every charm working against my breakthroughs. I neutralize every charm working against my health and energy. I neutralize every charm working against my rising, anyone making references or placing charms against me. And I command that person to catch fire right now. Every legal ground that my enemy is using to attack me and my family, I nullify that legal ground by holy fire right now. I uproot my family from every other foundation and graft them in the family of Christ right now. I order peace over my home and land right now. Let every judgment and accusation against me be rooted out right now. I release the fire of Christ Jehovah against every agent of hell that is fighting me and my child. Every witchcraft altar against my home, catch fire right now in earth and on the heavenly realms. I stand on the word of Christ right now. Micah 5:12 states, and I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. I command every evil charm pulled out of the ground to bring me down to catch fire right now, burst into flames. I neutralize and cancel your power with my holy fire, my holy words. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Kadus, kadus, kadus. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Surely he shall deliver thee from the fowler's snare and from the deadly noisome pestilence. Right now, I break every tie, connection, and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me right now. I command every demonic altar, picture, or item referencing my name burst into flames and scatter right now. I bind and contain you in earth and on the heavenly realms. Burn the ashes to the ground, and I command you to scatter right now. I command every ounce and inch of my energy that was stolen or harnessed from me to return and come back to me right now through every energy body on every plane of existence. And as my energy returns back to me, I command every and anything that anyone has manifested, created, bought, or purchased using my energy to burn the ashes to the ground and be completely obliterated and destroyed. I uproot every evil plant and charm rooted against me. It shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. I decree and declare, let destruction come at him at unawares, and let this net that he hath hid catch himself into that very same destruction. Let him fall. I soak this prayer and this environment in that cleansing kundalini violet flame of my Holy Spirit right now. Thank you for granting my prayer and my request. In the mighty name of Yeshua, Eow. I now close all portals and sever all energetic cords that no longer serve me and fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex and from bind, from spell and from chain, I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free. It is protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, and by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, mote it be. So shall it be, Ashe. Hey y'all, we gotta keep on saying it over and over and over again. Child, I'm so over Earth. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like that, but I am just so over Earth. Anybody else feel like that? I've heard some awakened people as of late, like, I just wish this. When is the apocalypse? Just come on, let's get it going. I'm just so over Earth. It ain't nothing but a big mess. You can see, all the political drama stage. You can see all the NPCs. Nothing feels real anymore. Nothing feels organic. Nothing feels authentic. Everything seems fake, robotic, AI. Nothing. It's just like, unless you can really connect with a community of real people that want to live in the real world, that actually are able to function without being on their phones all the time, like, and have an authentic Earth experience. Child, I'm ready to go. I don't mean like that, but y'all know what I mean. Child, I mean, yeah, it just feels so. Uh, it doesn't feel real anymore. Nobody feels real. What's this? Esu? Eshua. Oh yeah, Alec. But let me tell you. Well, I know some of y'all just came on, but I said at the beginning of the reading, my family intentionally isolated me. They intentionally did things to isolate me. So I didn't know that my family was a part of a cult, and I didn't know what they were into. I had no idea. All I know is one day somebody was trying to kill me, and then I realized it was my own family that was trying to kill and sacrifice me, and I couldn't believe it because I think the thing that hurt me the most is that my siblings have an inability to feel. I'm like, wow, y'all really honestly don't have the ability to feel. Like, y'all honestly don't have any emotions or any feeling at all inside of you. You don't feel organic. When did this happen? I felt like when we were younger, y'all could actually feel. I could never imagine for any amount of money in the world agreeing to sacrificing my sister or my brothers, uncle, aunt, cousin, or anybody. You don't have to be my family. I work hard for mine, and I have worked hard. I have what I have today because I've worked very hard for it. And I just can't imagine for my own greed and laziness, just wanting somebody not honoring someone else's life. If I don't like you, I'm gonna just not pay you no mind and disconnect myself from you. These are predators, just like Arjuna and Krishna. When Krishna had to open up the spiritual eyes of Arjuna and was like, hey, those aren't your brothers, those aren't your sisters, those are individual souls, past life enemies. I know it hurts because you still see them as family, but they're not. You're different than them, because you feel some kind of way. You can feel, they cannot. And I think the thing that hurts me the most, even right now, is the fact that they have an inability to feel like I feel. You know what I mean? I can actually feel. Nonetheless, my family had a plan because I'm a high priestess to use me as a human battery. And they thought if they kept me out of everything, which is probably a blessing, if they kept me out of everything, isolated me, and I didn't know what was going on, nothing would ever get through to me. But all of my spiritual gifts came online exactly like they were supposed to at the time that they were supposed to come online. And it's so weird. In the last week or so, this Alegba energy, and I never knew anything about Orishas. I never studied them. I was raised on Christianity, but suddenly all this stuff started coming through that was connected to Alegba. So I went and got a red cloth towel and I put it across a table, and I did a little research and I made a mask out of red and black, and I put a couple of pieces of candy on the table. And I didn't do nothing else. I was going to get the rest of the stuff today, which I did. But I did that yesterday. And as soon as I did that, when I went to bed, child, I was taken in a dream state, and a little kid appeared and came running up to me. It was a little kid, and the little kid ran up to me. It was an albino kid, and it was jumping up and down, real excited and happy to see me. The child was nonverbal. It just kept pointing. And the child had me walking down inside of a building, and it looked like an office building. That could be like a house, a church, or something. And it was all these offices I had to pass. But each office had a gift bag on the floor, and it had some candy in the gift bag. So the child was gesturing to me, come on, come on. We're going to get the candy out of all the gift bags. We're going to steal the candy out. So I was like, come on, I want some candy too. So as I went to grab the gift bag, it would disappear. So the child would point to go down to the next office to get that bag instead. And I ran down there. And as I reached down to get the candy out the bag disappeared. And then I went to the next one, next one, next one. And the bags of candy kept disappearing. But I kept moving forward. And then there was a doorway. And the child looked at me and pointed for me to go through the doorway. So it was like I was being taken on like Hansel and Gretel with the pebbled stones. The child literally led me like I was chasing candy in a bag, but the child led me to a door and told me to walk through the door. And the child was communicating telepathically because the child was nonverbal. The child was just excited and pointing. Okay. It was given like autism or something. Okay. And then the child was jumping up and down, pointing to go through the door. And I went through the door and I ended up on a plot of land where there were 3 building structures. And I walked in and out of each building. It was some kind of house or something on a piece of land. There were 3 separate structures, and the child was like, "Here it is. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it." The child was showing me 3 structures on a piece of land. You know, and I guess that's my first experience with Alegba. And the funny thing is, that altar literally, it just came to life. I didn't do anything at all but put the red, and then I put the red cloth down, and I put the mask, and I put some candy down. Yeah. And it came to life instantly, instantly. And today I went back out and I got a pineapple. I got rum, a cigar, and something else, I think. I can't think. But nonetheless, then I was guided to, when I put the white rum on the altar, they told me to take a sip. So I took a sip, and instantly it all was spit out my mouth all over the altar. And like the way Bobby Hemmett used to do it. It literally all over the altar. Like something took over my mouth and made me spit it all over the altar. And I was like, okay. And they was like, light a red candle. And I lit it right before I did this reading. So that was just, it's just interesting, how sometimes certain things will find you even when you're not looking. It's just interesting. Because again, I was raised in Christianity, and I never researched, and no one introduced anything to me. If anything, everybody isolated me in the family and kicked me out my family completely, away from everyone and everything, while all of them I still don't know what they do. I know they're in a cult. I know my family is a part of some kind of a cult. And that's about the extent I know. I haven't seen my family in years because they were trying to sacrifice and have me killed. But I'm telling you, whatever's for you is for you. However you define God, whatever your ancestors, whatever is lined up for you, they could try to delay you, but they can't stop it. Anything that is destined to connect with you, that's part of your destiny, it will find you. Just stay in alignment. Don't worry about what anybody is trying to block you from. If they're isolating you, it's going to find its way to you. It's a whole spiritual realm that exists. And when things don't go the way they're supposed to, that's when they call for help. And that's when they dispatch and send help in to get everything back in line and on course for you. Okay. So I feel like I'm in the middle of a course correction with my family right now, where my ancestors are making some corrections within my family bloodline, something that they didn't want, that had to be. I feel like is happening right now. And it's because they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and they're all about to get karma. And whatever is supposed to happen with me is about to happen right now. All right, guys, I love you very much. I'll be back.